The Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he's going to bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense who will have the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football. And I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Sellers makes the catch. It's Bennett. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Got it in the middle. It's Sellers.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, statistically, this is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking. Down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Brown. Good, solid pick. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sellers to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete in the middle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Sellers from the gun on third down. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers to the air again. Makes the grab. And he murders it. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Throwing Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Play fake, Sellers. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. And here comes the field goal unit. He splits the upright. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
He uncorks one deep. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. So it looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Where did he find a hole in that secondary? He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And he cruises. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
No chance for any. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Clark. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. It's 3rd and 5. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Again, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Throwing Sellers. Fires deep toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The official says no good. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Goes high to pull it in. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Could be
an alley. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touch. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
To the air, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was...
Might have a chance. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase him. He's got it down the field. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And obviously, that's a little bit demoralizing for the offense. Having the ball down there close to the goal line on 3rd down, you'd love to be able to just trust your offensive line to get the push you need to score a touchdown, but you don't get it. You don't necessarily have to go for it here, but it doesn't help your confidence moving forward in this game running the ball.
Quarterback making checks. Fourth down, Sellers. Finds him out of the backfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Offense gets the job done again. You want to... The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Pulls it in, it's Hunt. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Sellers to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need... Here comes the offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Tuggle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Sellers to the air again. Pucks it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throwing Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Going deep. He's got it way down the field. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
Sellers. He's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, South Carolina. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, when you say